Welcome to your 100 level class, and I'm going to be taking you on something beautiful, and we're going to be learning water and aqueous solution. I want you to note that this semester is a must that you take it extremely serious. Oh yes, how you take the first determines how you take the next, and how you take the next determines how you take the rest. Are you with me? Only a serious approach can guarantee you a glorious result at the end of the day. So whether you like it or not, make up your mind for something. This semester you must do extremely well. Are you with me? If you are an 100 level student, you are just meeting me for the first time, I am Sir Peter, and I'm going to be taking you on this beautiful and amazing topic we are to learn on water and aqueous solution. And what should we know about this? We are to note two important things under this. Just two of them are very, very important. The first thing we have to learn here very quickly is known as your water and life. After that, we go directly to look at the properties of water. Let's begin with the first, guys, as we look at your water and life. Under water and life, what should we know very fast? You must understand this with me, that water is by far the most abundant component of organisms, and it forms about 60 to 90% of most living organisms. Now listen to this. You see, just this statement alone, you can see as 3 past questions that they keep on asking every time. So 3 remark questions are encapsulated here. So what are the 3 remark questions? Number 1, water is by far the most abundant component of organisms. So if they ask you MCQ question, what is the most abundant component of organism? It is called water. And water forms about dash to dash percent of most living organisms. It forms your 60 to 90% of most living organisms. Are you there with me? And if they ask you the third one, water is by far the most abundant dash of organism. It is the most abundant what component. So these are the questions that they keep on asking. Are you with me? Now look at the question very quickly that we're given here. Exam question 1. The question here says, what percentage of most living organism is formed by water? Yes, don't go back. I expect you by now to know this. Option A says 30 to 50%. Option B says 60 to 90%. Option C says 10 to 30%. Option D says 90 to 100%. What's the correct answer? Of course, choose your answer. Yeah, you are correct. 60 to 90% become the correct answer. So you see, this is how they ask their questions every time. So every fiber of this class must digest in you. Now look at the left very quickly. You must understand. You must note that evolutionarily, life originated from water, and many organisms are found to live in water. Of course, you must know what is called the law of biogenesis. Are you with me? In evolution, there is a law called the law of biogenesis. And what does the law of biogenesis state? It states that during the development of an organism, the organism undergo different embryonic stages that its ancestors underwent, simply because the mechanism of development was inherited from a common ancestors. In other words, ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny. Now listen, don't worry, I'm going to teach you that as we proceed. But now this is it. What the law of biogenesis is trying to tell you is this. There's what is called your param. What do we call param? Your param are the subdivisions or the classes that we have under your vertebrates. And what are the classes of vertebrates? You know, organisms are divided into the vertebrates and the invertebrates, or the vertebrata and the invertebrata. Under the vertebrata, which are the vertebrates, there are 5 classes there. Number 1 is called the class species, and this includes things like your fishes, whether they are chondristes, your ostistes, your agnata, all of them, they are under your species. Number 2, we have what is called the amphibia, not amphibians. Now listen, your examples of your class amphibia are called the amphibians. Are you with me? Of course, you have what is called the reptilia, and this includes like things like your reptiles. And under the reptiles, that's where you have your war gecko, your lizard, etc. They're under your reptiles. Under the amphibia, what do we have there? Your toad, your frog, your newt, your salamanders, etc. And then, if you leave this, you come to another higher level, and that is called your aves. You see, from the law of biogenesis, when a baby is developing in the uterus or the womb, like this woman that you can see that she's pregnant now, as the baby starts developing, what happens at the end of the day? there are different embryonic stages that the baby undergo. First, the baby may look like fish. From fish, the baby look like toad. Are you getting it now? That's your amphibian. The baby look like reptile. The baby look like eggs. There are clinical features that you see that gives us this. And then the baby now develop fully to become a mammal. And under your mammals, you have different examples of your mammals from the name mammalia. What are they? Examples include like your man, your gorilla, your chimpanzee, etc. So if you pick out the acronym of all of these, your P there for species, A for amphibia, R for reptilia, A for apes, and then M for mammalia. What will it give you? It will form what is called your param. Are you understanding it now? That's why we said that evolutionarily, life originated from what? Water. A past question and a constant exam question. And many organisms are found to live in water. Now, if you understand this very quickly with me, let me show you something more interesting. You must notice that water provides the medium in which all biochemical reactions take place. In other words, if there is no water, it is not possible for biochemical reaction to occur. Now, the question is, sir, what is a good example of a biochemical reaction? Very important. A good example is your photosynthesis, where the energy from sunlight is needed to manufacture food. But there is an equation for that. Now, this is the equation that we have here, where you need your carbon dioxide, 6 volumes of carbon dioxide, and your water. Are you seeing it now? That means if there is no water, this reaction is not possible. And then despite there is water, you need your light energy. What is it going to produce at the end of the day? It's going to give rise to your glucose, and your glucose is C6H12O6 plus oxygen that is given out at the end of the day. Now, this is it here. If it is glucose that is being processed in your body during your respiration, what happens at the end of the day? The end product of that aerobic breakdown is going to generate energy, and that energy will be liberated in the form of ATP, right? Adenosine triphosphate. Now, this is it here. Energy is not given out here at this other side. No. There is nothing like plus energy here. No. Where is the energy? Energy is trapped from the sunlight so that your glucose can be given rise to at the end of the day. So all these reactions must be in your head. Now, what did we say? We said that water is needed as a core component for all biochemical reactions to occur. Don't forget, it's a constant exam question. If you understand this very fast, let me show you something here. Note that water possesses certain exceptional properties. It is these exceptional properties that makes it unique for all these various reactions to occur. Are you getting it? I'm going to show you all the properties one after the other. But beyond the properties, note this now, very important, that these properties that we're going to look at, they are as a result of hydrogen bond that is found or formed between the molecules of water. And it is this same hydrogen bond that makes water to be very stable. Now the question is this: is your water stable or water is unstable? Water is very stable. What is it that contributes to the stability of water? It is the presence of hydrogen bond. What is it that makes water to have exceptional or unique properties? It is the presence of what? Hydrogen bond. Are you getting me now? If you understand this very fast, look at this. Your water, for example, shall you remember that your water is your H2O, right? That means the oxygen there is more like the central atom. In chemistry, I'm going to explain all of this to you. If oxygen there is the central atom, this is the oxygen that we have there. Now, that means oxygen must be bounded to 2 hydrogen atoms. Of course, give me 2 hydrogen atoms. Now, this is your 2 hydrogen atoms here. Now, this is how your water look like. Of course, there is bond that will link the hydrogen to oxygen there. But you see, this shape of water, constant exam question. What is the shape of water? Shape of water is your V or bent shape. Water has what? Your V or your what? Your bent shape. This bond that you can see here that is linking hydrogen and oxygen together is not the bond that binds the molecule of water together. No. I'm going to show this to you very fast. Okay, let's see another molecule of water. You can see we have water. Give me another water and then another very fast. You can see all of this. What is the shape of water? The shape of water is your V or bent shape. Now, shall you see all of these guys here? All of them now interact with each other by having what is called your hydrogen bond. Now, look at this very quickly. You see, all these various bonds, this bond here is called your hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bond. Which bond is this? Hydrogen bond. Which bond is this? Hydrogen bond. The presence of hydrogen bond is what makes water very stable. That's number one. The presence of hydrogen bond is what allowed water to have exceptional and unique properties. And guess what? I'm going to be showing you all the unique properties as we move on. But before that, look at this exam question before us. The question here says collectively, dash bonds make water very stable. Which bond make water very stable? Option A says your covalent bonds. B says ionic bonds, C says hydrogen bond, and then D says metallic bond. What's the correct answer? Of course, the answer is what? Hydrogen bond become the correct answer. If you understand this and you are very sure and certain that you know this with me very fast, guess what? In the next class, I'm going to be breaking everything about the properties of water to you. Now listen to this. As an 100 level student, there is nothing like assumption. I know this, I know this, I know this. Man, it will humble the person. So settle down, get relaxed, and ensure that you are following on every singular thing we're going to be looking at. Are you with me? Now, this is it very, very important. If you are just seeing this class for the first time, this class is brought to you by the LearnLiftapp. Are you with me? So move down to Play Store and download the LearnLiftapp. Just type your LearnLift and then the app is going to pop up. Download it and get started, get learning on the go. All your classes, chemistry, physics, biology, mathematics, in fact, all your GSS, every singular thing are available there for you. Are you with me? You don't have an excuse to fail. You don't. Enjoy.